Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Face for video presentation of Care Together system. In this video, I'm going to talk about our high fidelity mockup prototype for the system and my experience while working on it. First, I'm going to give you a little bit of overview of our project. Our project was about UTM Counseling Center system management. UTM Counseling Center focus on the mental and psychological health of the whole UTM community. Currently in the system, they have a website where they provide information about their goal and the services they provide. And for the appointment part, they use social media like Facebook, WhatsApp, or even Google Sheet to get to confirm the appointment with a client. So let's say I am a user, I have to go to their website and scan a QR code, which will take me to a Google form, or I have to go to their Facebook page where I have the options to get an appointment there as well. Another option is contacting them through WhatsApp. So there is a lot of issues with the current system because the main problem is that user and administration face data redundancy, disorganized appointment schedule for date and time service, misunderstanding information related process and progress, and also overlapping with other users' appointment. Also, it takes a lot of time for the user to fill a Google form and wait for the result when they're taking a psychological test. So to solve this issue, we have proposed a system where the client, administration, and the counselor will work within a single system. So we will create a centralized database where all the information and results will be kept. So who are the stakeholder of our system? So the stakeholder of our system are the clients, administration, and the counselor. They'll be the one who will use our system. Our objective was to make a system that integrates all the operation into one system and develop application that can help minimize the manual operation. While designing the system, we kept in mind that the system should be organized to provide ease for the student and staff, and the system should minimize the effort taken by the center and improve the operational efficiency. So let's move on to the overall UI flow. So in our user interface, the user will have to first log in through our sign up page. So there will be three types of user: the counselor, the administration, and the clients. So first they have to sign up, and based on their credential, they will be sent to the page for the clients or the page for the administration. So if I am a client, if I log in, then I will get to see this page, and if I am an administrator, then I will get to see this page after logging in. Then the client will choose the service which he wants, and based on it we will send him to, and based on their choice we will send him to our appointment page, so where they will get to choose a counselor and select the appointment time, appointment date, and submit it. So as soon as they submit, the request will be sent, and the administration will get to see who requested at what time and what date. So the administration will see the counselor's schedule and accept or reject the client's appointment. So next step is the overall physical DFD To-Be for our Care Together system. So this is our whole DFD, where we separated the whole system into 7 processes. First is registration, second is login, the third is managing website content, and fourth is managing service, and fifth is managing questionnaire, then managing appointment, and finally managing counselors. So in my portion of the project, I did the managing questionnaire and managing appointment part. So in my modules, I had managing questionnaire and managing appointment. So this is the child diagram for managing questionnaire. So first, a user will ask the information about the questionnaire, and the questionnaire database will provide them with it. Then the user will have to select a type of test which he wants to take, and based on their selection, the questionnaire of that test will be available to them. After that, the user will input all the answers and submit. And after they submit the question on after they submit the answers, the system will process their answers and give them a result immediately. And this result will go to the client, the administration, and the counselor, so that the administration can keep it in the system and the counselors can get a and the counselors can analyze the result to understand the mental condition of the client. So this is the structured English for the whole process. So first, here you can see that user asks for the questionnaire information, so it will be displayed in the system. Then user will input which test he wants to take. Then based on which test he picked, the questionnaire for that test will be available to him. As you can see, if the user choose personality test, then questionnaire for personality test will be available to them. If they choose stress test, then the questionnaire for stress test will be available to them. And then after they answer all the question, the process for the result will begin. And after processing, the clients can see the result and it will be displayed on the website. So this was for the managing questionnaire. So next up is managing appointments. So in this section, the user will ask for the appointment information, and the appointment database will provide them with it. And then the user will select a time slot and input which date and which time they want the appointment to be. Then a message will be shown to them whether they want to confirm the appointment or not. And after they confirm the time slot, then the appointment details will be sent to the administration, and administration will check that whether that specific appointment time is available for the counselor or not. Then based on the administration approving or rejecting the appointment, the appointment details will be updated in the system. So let's see the structured English for this process. So first, the appointment information will be shown to the clients, and then they will insert the appointment date and appointment time. And as soon as they confirm that they want this appointment, the system will change the appointment details for the admin. And then the admin will approve the appointment or reject the appointment. Based on their decision, the appointment details will be updated in the system. So this concludes our project overview. So now I'm going to talk about what I learned during the whole semester in this course. In this course, I learned how to analyze and design a system. So the course started from the scratch on how a organization works from strategic level to operational level, and what is a system's role in the organization. We also learned how to build a system from scratch by following the SDLC system development life cycle, which has 7 phases. Then I learned about project planning process, where we learned how to successfully analyze a project before starting working on it. I learned how to manage a team, how to plan activity or project scheduling, and most of all, how to figure out the feasibility of a project. After that, I learned how to start gathering information for the project via interview, questionnaire, and how to make the question for it. Also, I learned how to hold the joint application design meeting. Another interesting thing I learned was the unobtrusive method, where we use sampling, investigation, and observation for information gathering. We also learned about user interface designing. At the end of the course, we learned about how to test, install, and document a system, as well as issues and factors we need to keep in mind while working on an organization. Okay, so now I'm gonna show you our high fidelity mock-up prototype of our system. So first, a user has to log in, then they will be taken to the home page where they can read about the UTM counseling system here and see the available services. So my portion of the project was about the appointments and the questionnaire. So let's say I want an appointment. So I have to pick which type of services I want. So let's say I want massage therapy, so I have to click on it, then I will be shown information about the massage therapy. So after reading this, if I want to make an appointment, I have to click on make a appointment, and then my name will be shown here. Then I have to choose a time. So let's say I want the appointment to be 12:30 p.m. So then I have to select the date. So let's say I want it on 12 February. So after that, when I submit. So when I press submit, the system will show me this message whether I'm sure or not. If I'm not sure that I want the appointment, I can cancel it here and change the date or time. Or if let's say I don't even want the massage therapy, I can go back. So if I want the appointment, I have to just submit and confirm. Then a confirmation message will be shown to me, and if I press on home, then it will take me home. So let's say I want to make an appointment again. So I have to go to service. So this time I want a counseling session with a counselor. So I have to click on personal and academic counseling and make an appointment here. So now I have to choose a counselor. Let's say I want this counselor, and then I have to confirm whether I want this counselor or not. So if I press confirm, then they will take me to a appointment page. I can select the time slot and appointment day. Then I have to press submit. Then again, the confirmation message will be shown to me. So I have to confirm, and then my request has been successfully sent. So I can go back home again. So let's say I want to get a biofeedback therapy. So I have to click on this, and information regarding this will be shown to me. Then I can make an appointment here. So now I have to select time slot. Let's say I want 2:30 p.m. So I will click on it, then select it. Let's say I want 19th February and press submit, then confirm, and my request will be successfully sent. So then I can go home and take another service. So the same process will be followed for biofeedback therapy, personal and academic counseling, and massage therapy. So now, let's say a user wants to take a psychology and personality test. So in this portion is the managing questionnaires comes up. So let's say I want to take a psychology and personality test. I will click on it, and I have to select a test, which type of test I want. So let's say I want a personality test. So I will click on personality test, and then the questionnaire will be available to me. So I have to, let's say I have to answer all of the questions. So let's say I get B, D. Then if I want to proceed, I can press next. If I want to go back, I can press back. So let's say I want to continue with this test. So I will go next, and then answer this question, and press next, answer this question and this question. So I have to keep answering the question. So when I'm done with answering all of the questions, then at the end I will be shown a finish button. So when I press on finish, then my result of personality test will be shown to me. So this is the result of my personality test. So then if I want to take another test, I can just press back to test selection. So I want to take any stress test, so I will click on it, then answer all the question like before, then press next, answer this question, press next, and then I have to just answer all of the questions. And when I'm done with all of the question, I have to just press finish, and the score of my stress test will be given to me. Then if I want to take more question, more test, then I just have to click on back to test selection and click on anxiety and do the whole process over and over again. So let's say an admin logged into the system, so he has to sign in and he'll be taken to the admin page. So this is the dashboard. The admin can see how many students are in the system, how many counselors are in the system, and how many requests are pending. So my portion of the project was to handle the questionnaire and the appointment. So let's say a question needs to be changed in the system. So the admin has to go to update question, then he will have to select a question, which question needs to be changed. So let's say anxiety test needs to be changed, so he has to click on it. Then there will be 3 options: removing a question, adding a question, or editing a question. Let's say I want to remove a question, so I will click on it, then enter the input question, enter the question number, and press show question. That question will be shown, and I have to press remove, and it will be successfully removed. So let's go back to the selection, and if I want to add a question, I will just have to press add a question and write the question option, then add question, and it will be successfully added. So back again, and let's say I want to edit a question, I will click on edit and then enter the question that needs to be edited and show question, and I will have to edit it here and edit question, then edit will be successful, and back to selection. So I can follow this same step. I can follow the same step again and again for personality test and the stress test. So about the counselor appointment, so they have to, the admin can see it in the counselor request, where a list will be shown to the administration that you can see here that a client named Erva is asking to see this counselor on this date and this time. So a admin has the power to accept or reject the appointment. So he has to and whenever an admin accept or reject a appointment, the system gets updated and the client get notified whether his appointment has been approved or not. So this concludes my part of the system. To conclude, by doing this project, I learned how to create a system from scratch, how to plan, organize, and divide up work among my peers to successfully make a full system. I know we only planned and designed a system, and to make this system fully functional, we have a lot more work to do. But overall, this project was a very fun experience.